Okay, so I'm gonna get my fishing line, and I'm gonna cut about. I always cut way too much here, but okay. And I'm gonna cut way too much again because that's just what I do. I'm gonna cut, let's say, 3 feet. I know it's a lot, but okay, here we go. Ready? We're going to add 2 beads on the string. 2 beads. I'm gonna stick this together. And then, sorry, I was thinking about something. 2 beads on the string. Put the ends together. And then add a bead on both strings so that you have this. And then on the end, I'm going to add 1 bead. And then on this end, other end, I'm going to add 1 bead. Just like this. So we're going to have this, okay? So you might want to shift the beads around so that it looks like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you notice that my string is coming out of this top bead, and I have a string coming out of this bottom bead. So the string that is on the bottom string, I'm going to pull through this top bead here. Just like this. Okay. I'm going to change the orientation of my beads to make it easier for me to work with. Okay, so I have the bead here. I have a string coming out of the left. I have a string coming out of the right. Okay, so on this right string, I'm going to add a bead. And I'm going to pull it through this top bead here. Ta-da! I'm going to add a bead to my right string. And I'm going to pull it through that top bead. Okay, so it looks like that. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the left string, I'm going to add a bead, and I'm going to cross. Okay, I'm going to cross so that it looks like this. And I'm going to do that over and over and over until this is long enough to cover that middle section. So I'm going to add a bead on my right string and go through this top bead here. I'm going to add a bead. And go through that top bead there. And then on my left string, I'm going to add a bead. And I'm going to cross. If you're left-handed, you might be doing everything the opposite. Okay, here we go. Repeat. 1 bead on the right string. Go through that top bead. 1 bead on the right string. Go through that top bead. And then we're going to add a bead and cross. Add a bead and cross. Okay. Right string, 1 bead. Go through the top bead. Right string, 1 bead. Go through that top bead. And then I'm going to add a bead and cross. And I'm going to keep going until I make something that's long enough to wrap around the center. Okay, let's check this. See if it's long enough to wrap around. Almost there. Maybe like 2 or 3 more rows. So we're almost there. We just needed 1 more bead. Let's see if this is long enough. I think that's good. It's kind of crazy that I pulled the right amount of beads. So let me show you what I'm going to do first. Just like this, so it's easier to see. So I have a string coming out from this end, and I have a string coming out of this end. And you notice that I have a middle bead here, whereas I do not have a middle bead here. So this is going to fit together like a puzzle, like this. Okay? So in order to do that, I'm going to take this string. It's going to go inside here. And I'm going to take this string, and it's going to go inside here. So let's put this in. So this string is going to go through that top bead there. And then this string here, the left one, is going to go through the top bead. And I'm going from the outside towards the center. Okay? So it's going to look like this. Good. And then I'm going to take one of the strings. Doesn't matter which one, but I'm going to go loop through that middle bead. And now when I pull it tight, see how my strings are meeting? They're meeting right here. So I can tie them together. So let's do a single knot. And then let's do a double. Pull it really tight. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, let's put some clear nail polish on that. Right there. That will seal the knot. And then make sure you pull it tight. Sometimes when you open up the beads to put the nail polish, the knot loosens up a little bit. And I'm going to take this string and I'm going to go string it through this bead here. I'm going to take this string, I'm going to string it through this bead here. So I want to pull the string away from the knot. That way when I cut it, the strings will hide a little bit better. Okay, and that is it. This is my, I guess I'm calling this the Peyote bow, Peyote bow, which looks different from like that multi-stitch bow. Kind of curious what you guys think. I think this one looks tighter. It looks very uniform. This one has a lot more spaces. It's more airy, but you have the option of customizing the colors and doing some cool stuff with this one as well as this one. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.